Hey everybody, thanks for checking in to this week's installment in the Health and Wellness video series. Today we have Dan McLean from Results here to talk about low back pain. And without getting further into it, I'm just going to let him take the microphone and fill you in on what we have going on here.
Yeah, and I think when we talk about back pain, it's probably one of the biggest issues in the fire service that we see, right? At some point, you guys are going to have back pain. 80 to 90% of you are going to have back pain at some point, whether you're getting off a fire, whether you're working out, whether you're playing basketball with your kid on the weekend. At some point, you're probably straining your back a little bit or have some type of discomfort in your spine. So what we want to do here today is show you guys kind of the proper steps to take when you do have some back soreness, because that can be the difference between getting back to work, getting back to playing with your kid, getting back to doing your activities in a matter of a couple weeks or a couple months if you do the wrong thing. So we're going to take you through just like a little mobility series. It's going to be very quick, very simple. And then after that, you should be able to stand up, walk around, feel a lot better at least.
Yeah, that sounds great. So without getting into too much, let's get into the exercises.
Okay, so this first exercise is the Camel, and this works on opening up the lumbar spine. So what you're going to be doing is tilting your pelvis down and allowing the back to flex forward and sag, and then firing the abs and rounding the back, and back and forth. Probably a set of 20 of each is good. And also the other thing to remember in all these exercises is to breathe, is to really take big breaths and relax into the movements. These are not very strenuous exercises, more for range of motion. And so the second exercise is the child's pose, and this comes from yoga. This also helps open up the lumbar spine by gapping the back. And also you'll get a little bit of a lat stretch and just an overall stretch of the spine. The third exercise is a thoracic rotation stretch. And this one here, you take a foam roller and put it in between your legs. And then from this position, you clap the hands together, and from there, open up. You're looking, notice how Dan's looking at his hand as he opens up. Now you should only go as far as your bottom hand will allow you. So when he opens up, that bottom hand has to stay on the ground. If it comes up, then you've gone too far. So that is the thoracic stretch there. Okay, so this fourth exercise is for hip mobility, and laying on your back, what he's going to do is keep both feet down and just rotate from right to left and keeping the shins parallel. And again, taking what your body will give you. Okay, so very simple. Now here's the wrong way to do it. You see how he's lifting his shoulder as he goes to the left, the right shoulder comes up, and obviously to the right, the left shoulder goes up. Again, keeping the shoulders on the ground, take what your body will give you and only go as far as you can, and just work into it with the goal being every time you do it, you want to go a little bit further. And with all these stretches, it's very important that you relax and breathe into all of them.
So typically after going through this routine and after straining your back, a typical healing timeline is going to be somewhere around 1 to 2 weeks, right? If you don't keep irritating it over and over again. If you find yourself going through this routine and you're 2, maybe 3 weeks out, there's been no change in your soreness, you're still feeling pretty stiff and sore, maybe time to get it looked at a little bit more just to make sure there's nothing else going on.
Yeah, and on that note, for those of you that don't know, and we've been putting the word out pretty consistently and also on the ops calendar, Dan's with us every Thursday from 9 to noon. Every Thursday, and it's either going to be at the Academy Gym at 21, or it'll be at his facility off of Bradshaw and what was the cross street?
Highway 50 in Bradshaw.
Highway 50 in Bradshaw is where it's at from 9 to noon every Thursday. If you have any questions about that and how that works, please give me a call, email me, and I can direct you to his facility and let you know what's going on there. So, well, I just had to say thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And so this will be part 1 of 3. And so stay tuned for the second and third installment with low back mobility and general health. So thanks, like always, thanks again for checking in, and we'll talk to you soon.